What happens when old grudges meet public live streams and the internet decides to bring popcorn? There was a time when Sneako wanted to collab with Mizkif, but Demon Mizkif said no.
It's time to go full demon time.
Because he considered himself a big fish.
Mizkif, you remember when I was on Twitch for that 1 month before I got rebanned? And you said, oh, I'm a 3K viewer, Andy, and so you didn't want to collab because you were the big guy with 20K viewers?
But now, the tables have turned. During a live broadcast, Mizkif reached out for an on-stream interaction, the kind of thing that happens every day in creators' economy, but we know that Sneako isn't the guy who would forget old grudges.
Oh, okay. Now you're getting canceled. People are calling you all types of stuff that I don't want to repeat right now. And now you want to gamble with me on Kick, huh?
So, Sneako opened up old feuds. The response wasn't subtle, it wasn't private, and it definitely wasn't calm.
What happened? All your favorite collabs you can't get anymore because they're calling you a misogynist? Ah!
Sneako knew that Mizkif has ego bigger than mountains, and according to him, this was the right time to hit Demon Mizkif. He reminded Mizkif that when his numbers were lower, collaboration wasn't worth it. According to him, the energy only changed once reputations flipped and controversies hit, and that's when the internet smelled blood. What made this moment hit harder wasn't the insult, it was the timing. The once dominant streamer is now dealing with public backlash, damaged PR, essay allegations, and accusations that followed him across platforms, from anti-gambling stances to suddenly appearing on gambling-heavy platforms. Critics called it hypocrisy, others called it survival, and some just called it content. Viewers started revisiting old clips, old collabs, and old opinions, building a storyline of decline, irony, and internet karma, but this wasn't the only meltdown happening online. At the same time, Asmongold openly admitted that he might be done with political content altogether.
So yeah, definitely. And I think also the world has changed, and so have I. I think that's also a big factor.
After years of reacting to news, debates, and cultural flashpoints, he said the same thing many creators secretly feel. What's the point if nobody's listening? According to him, online political discussions have become echo chambers. Everyone thinks the other side is lying, nobody changes their mind, and the content starts feeling like shouting into the void, except void is yelling back.
In a lot of these cases, you're not even having conversations. There's no purpose to, you're not accomplishing anything by making videos about different current events.
He described it as mentally exhausting, disappointing, and borderline pointless.
The only people that will watch them are people that already agree with them, and you're not really reaching anybody, you're not putting any information out there, you're not changing anybody's opinion.
Critics weren't sympathetic. They accused him of being shaped entirely by social media algorithms, reacting instead of researching, and backing away the moment backlash shows up.
It's a circle jerk, basically. And I did think to myself, I was like, maybe I should just quit doing this, because, people have totally lost reality. They're totally in another world.
Supporters argued he wasn't just burned out, a victim of non-stop outrage cycles. Either way, it becomes a case study in online polarization, creative fatigue, and what happens when content and controversy blur together. Yeah, he's the guy that's solely an algorithm merchant. He views his news from Twitter and shapes his world perspective around how the algorithm presents the news. He doesn't independently read actual articles or real news on subjects. He definitely will. The entire reason he's saying this is because he's finally facing backlash, which is now snowballing into other kinds of hate for being a massive P and flaking out any real debate. Even though his entire streams are pure political slop nowadays, whenever things get rough, he runs. He's been doing it for 8+ years. I thought it was a moment of self-awareness and reflection, but it turns out he's just frustrated that people disagree outside of his bubble. It's really quite a strange phenomena, because back when I first started watching Asmongold years ago, he seemed completely aware that everyone lies when it comes to politics, but now he's become a pretty big propagator even off stream. Now that I think about it, he's probably a pretty good case study on how bad echo chambers can be, and conversely, how important debate/discussions can be. And to be clear, this happens on both the left and the right. But peace never lasts online. Soon after, Nick Merckx found himself accused of cheating in Arc Raiders. Clips circulated claiming suspicious aim behavior. Control players rushed to defend him, explaining how modern aim assets mechanism worked, especially on PC. Console players weren't convinced. PC players felt attacked, and once again, gaming Twitter turned into a courtroom with 0 judges. Another viral clip showed a streamer snapping at someone filming him in public. Some called it justified, others called it ironic. Considering streamers live on camera 24/7, the moment fizzled into memes, jokes, and debates about privacy in the age of live streaming, and to end on pure internet chaos, a lighthearted moment where a popular streamer streamer jokingly claimed she was related to her partner, immediately sending chat into confusion, memes, and emotional damage. Watch this video next and don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers.
Again.